Assalamualaikum students, how are you? Okay, you are good. This is your computer lesson for class 4. Today is 13th November, Wednesday. Students, come to the page number 27, chapter number 4, storing data. Computers have memory. When we enter data, it is temporarily stored in the computer's memory. Computers have two kinds of memory, RAM or ROM. RAM is available for the operating system and programs when the computer is running. Data in RAM is temporary. Once we turn off the computer, the data is deleted. The next one is ROM. Read-only memory contains instructions for booting up the computer. Booting up means how to start up the computer. Data in ROM is permanent and is not erased when we shut down the computer. As you can see in this picture that RAM, so when the computer is on, the data will be in the program, and when it shut down, the data will be lost. And in ROM, the data is in the program, and when you shut down the computer, the data will be stored in the memory of the computer. Now students, come to the page number 29. Computers store data in different ways. Primary storage is the internal memory of the computer. It includes the main memory or RAM. Every program we execute and every file we access is copied from a storage device to the main memory. The size of the main memory determines how many programs can be run at a time and how much data is available. Secondary storage is external memory where we can store data for future use. Secondary devices have much larger storage capacities than primary storage devices. Hard drives, CDs, DVDs, Blu-ray discs, and USB flash drives are secondary storage devices. These are the examples given for the secondary storage devices. Okay. Today is 13th November, Wednesday, and this is your lesson number 4 for 4B1 and 4G1, and it will be also delivered on Friday to 4B2 and 4G2. Okay. So students, today we are going to start our new chapter, unit number 4. So now who will tell me the name of the chapter? Yes, Farhan. Very good. Storing data. So students, now who will tell me where does computer store its data? Yes, Haitam. Very good. The computer stores data in its memory. The computer stores data in its memory. Okay. And there are two types of memory. One is primary memory and the other is secondary memory. So the primary memory stores data for temporary period. Okay, for a short period, for a temporary time. Okay. And the secondary memory stores data for a longer period of time, for a permanent use. Okay. So the data stored in secondary memory, it is your backup storage. Okay, your backup data, it is stored for a permanent period. Okay. So we have two types of memory. Now we are going to talk about the two types of memory, which RAM and ROM. So now who will tell me what does RAM stands for? Yes, Aisha. Very good. RAM stands for random access memory. And what does the ROM stands for? Yes, very good. ROM stands for read only memory. So now who will tell me, do you know something about RAM or ROM? Yes, is there anyone? Yes, Purab. Very good. So the data stored in RAM is for okay. So in RAM, the data is in front of you when you are doing something on the computer. You are running a program, you are operating, doing something on the operating system. The data is in front of you, okay? And it is used when you are running the computer. Okay, the data is temporary, and when you switch off the computer, the data will be deleted. Okay, so the data is for a temporary period, and it is available to you only for a short period, and when the computer is switched on. Okay, the data is available to you when you are running something on the computer, you are doing something on the computer, and suddenly if the computer switch off, so the data will be lost. Okay, so in RAM, the data is available on the program when you are running something. Acha. So let me describe it one more time. RAM stands for random access memory, and the data will be available to you when you are doing something on the computer. Okay, for example, you have a Word document, okay, and you are writing something on the word processing program. Okay, so when you are writing something, you are doing something, the data is right in front of you, the data is available to you, you have access on the document. Okay, so suddenly if the light is gone, suddenly if the electricity is off, and you have not stored your document up till now, so your data will be lost. Okay, your data will be lost. So this is your RAM. Okay, the data is available to you when the computer is switched on, and if the computer goes switch off, so the data will be deleted. So this is RAM. Okay, next is ROM, read only memory. So now who will tell me what is ROM? Yes, Ayan. Very good. So the data stored in ROM is for permanent use. The data will remain stored even if the electricity is gone. So students, the read-only ROM stands for read-only memory, and the data stored in ROM is for permanent use. Okay, so the RAM stores data temporary period for a temporary period of time, and ROM stores data for a permanent period of time. Okay, and the data will remain stored even if the electricity is gone. It means that you are doing something on the computer and you have saved the document. You are writing a story and you first save the document. Okay, so even if the electricity is gone, your document will be saved. Okay, so you are writing a story and suddenly the electricity is gone, then your story will remain stored in the ROM memory, in the permanent memory of the computer. Okay, so this is the difference between RAM and ROM. RAM stores data for a temporary period, ROM stores data for a permanent period. Okay, students. Now, okay students, now we are going to talk about storage. We have two types of storage. One is primary storage and the other is secondary. These both are the types of storage. Okay, one is primary storage and the other is secondary storage. Okay, so the primary storage, it is also called as main memory, and our secondary storage is also called as our backup storage. I will tell you why do we call secondary storage as backup storage and primary storage as primary storage as main memory or main storage. Adjust. So primary storage it includes the internal memory, or you can say the main memory. Okay, our primary storage includes our internal memory of the device, of the computer, so it includes RAM or ROM. Then the fourth point is the data is accessed from storage device to main memory. And the last point is that it has लोअर स्टोरेज। अच्छा स्टूडेंट्स, जो हमारे पास प्राइमरी स्टोरेज है, जस्ट लिसन टू मी केयरफुली, ओके। जो प्राइमरी स्टोरेज है उसको हम मेन मेमोरी भी कहते हैं। वो हमारी इंटरनल मेमोरी होती है कंप्यूटर की, ठीक है, कंप्यूटर की। इट इज़ द इंटरनल मेमोरी ऑफ द कंप्यूटर, ओके। सो यू वर राइटिंग अ डॉक्यूमेंट, ठीक है, यू हैव क्रिएटेड अ डॉक्यूमेंट एंड इट इज़ नेम्ड एज स्टोरी, ओके। नाउ the document is stored in your RAM or ROM, okay. The document will be stored in the RAM or ROM. RAM and ROM are the internal memories of the computer, okay, where we store our data, okay. So in this point I have cleared that it is also called main memory. It is the internal memory of the computer. Then it includes RAM and ROM, ठीक है। RAM and ROM are inside the computer and the data that will be stored inside the computer will be included your primary storage, okay. So it includes RAM or ROM. Then data is accessed from storage device to main memory. The data is copied from storage device to main memory. How we copy data from storage device to main memory? Who will tell me? Yes, Ahmed. Very good. The data is copied from storage device to main memory. Your storage device is your monitor, ठीक है, and it will store your data into the RAM or ROM. The main memory includes RAM and ROM. where the data will be stored, okay, or it has lower storage. You know that our computer memory has not very much of the storage, only a certain period of time. The documents that we have stored in it, it has a lower storage, okay. So it has lower storage, and at some time the computer will say that you need to delete the previous files so you can store the upcoming files, okay. So this is our primary memory, okay. Main memory storage. Primary storage is also called as main memory. It stores data in the internal memory of the computer. Internal memory includes RAM or ROM. Data is copied from storage device to main memory. जो storage device है, for example, it is a cell phone or your monitor computer, and the data will be stored in the main memory. Main memory includes RAM or ROM. The data will be stored in RAM or ROM. Then it has lower storage, okay. Your RAM and ROM has a specific amount of storage. At some point, the data you have stored in it, it will be just fine, and then you need more storage. So it has a lower storage, okay. Now students, the second one is our secondary storage. Secondary storage is also known as backup storage, ठीक है. It stores data for a long period of time, ठीक है. It stores data as a backup, okay. Then it stores data in external memory. Now who will tell the external memory? Yes, the external memory which would be outside the computer, which is not inside. This was the inside memory, okay. The RAM and ROM, that is inside the computer, the internal memory of the computer. Now the external memory which would be outside the computer, okay. Next is, the third point is, it has much larger storage than primary storage. So I told you that our primary storage has a specific amount of limit, and after that limit exceeds, you cannot store any more data. So I am telling you that it has much larger storage. You can store more data than the primary storage, okay. You can if you can store 5 files in the primary storage, then you can store 10 or 20 or 50 files in the secondary storage, okay. So 10 files, this is the difference between primary storage has a specific limit, and you can store larger data, more data in the secondary storage, okay. The fourth point is, now what are the examples of secondary storage? Yes, very good, Iman, very good, Iman. The examples of secondary storage are CD, DVD, USB, and others. So when your computer is filled with the files and it cannot store any more data in its internal memory, then it stores data in the external memory. You transfer your previous files, your previous data into the USB, and then you can add more files, more data into the internal storage, okay. So this is the difference between primary storage and secondary storage. So students, your topic is question answer, and the question answers include your today's topic, okay. So your question number 1 is, what is the difference between RAM and ROM? Okay, students, so your topic is question answers. What is the difference between RAM and ROM? So the answer is that first you need to draw a line, and then you will give the heading of RAM and ROM. The definition of RAM is available for the operating system and programs when the computer is running, and ROM contains instructions for booting up the computer. Okay. Okay, students, so this is your question number 2. What do you understand by the term primary storage? The primary storage refers to the internal memory of the computer. It includes the main memory or RAM. So this is the answer, and you need to write down this answer in your notebooks. Okay. Okay, students, this is your diary that you need to write and learn the classwork. Okay. Thank you.